Officer Ruby and the Lost Raccoon. A Whistlewood tale of friendship and forest wonders. A cry in the forest. It was a quiet afternoon in Whistlewood. The sun peeked through the tall trees, scattering golden light across the mossy forest floor. Officer Ruby was on her usual patrol, her long ears twitching with every sound, her shiny badge glinting in the sunlight. Suddenly, she heard something unusual. A soft whimper carried on the breeze. Ruby slowed her steps, her boots crunching gently over twigs and fallen leaves. She followed the sound past a patch of ferns, around a crooked tree, and found a small raccoon curled up on a rock, wiping his eyes with tiny paws. "Hello there," Ruby said softly, kneeling down. "Are you all right?" The raccoon sniffled. I was chasing a butterfly and now I can't find my mama." Ruby smiled gently. "What's your name?" "Remy," he whispered. "Well, Remy," Ruby said, placing a comforting paw on his shoulder, "you're not alone anymore. We'll find your mama. I promise." River of ripples. Ruby and Remy walked together toward the gentle gurgling sound of the whispering river. Dragonflies buzzed lazily by, and tall reeds danced in the breeze. "Do you think my mama went this way?" Remy asked, eyes wide with worry. "She might have," Ruby replied. "Mamas follow where the water leads when they're searching." At the river's edge, a group of playful otters were building a raft of logs and lily pads. "Need a ride?" One of them grinned, tossing Ruby a rope. Soon, Ruby and Remy were floating down the river, the world shimmering around them. Bright fish darted beneath the surface. Remy leaned over the edge. "That fish has whiskers." "That's a catfish," Ruby said. "They're shy but smart." Remy smiled for the first time that day. The heart of the woods. They came ashore at a quiet glade, where trees arched above like a cathedral. The light was soft and green, and fireflies blinked between the branches. "Look," Ruby whispered, pointing to a wide tree trunk covered in carvings. "It looks like stories," said Remy. "It is. Trees remember things. The rings inside tell their age, and their bark carries secrets of the forest." As they walked deeper, they passed mushrooms glowing with a gentle blue light. "Are those lamps?" Remy asked in awe. "Nature's lanterns," Ruby replied with a wink. Songs by starlight. As night settled, they reached a pond where frogs croaked in harmony. Lily pads bobbed under the moonlight, and a heron stood still like a statue nearby. Ruby and Remy sat by the water's edge, sharing carrots and berry snacks from her satchel. "I wish I could sing like them," said Remy, chewing thoughtfully. "You are singing," Ruby said. "Every question you ask, every laugh, every kind word, it's part of the forest music now." Remy smiled, resting his head against Ruby's soft arm. The call of home. A sudden call echoed through the trees. Sharp, rhythmic, and familiar. Remy sat up. "That's her. That's Mama's voice." He scrambled to his feet and took off in the direction of the sound, Ruby close behind. Through bushes and over roots they ran, until a clearing opened up, and there stood a tall raccoon, eyes wide with relief. "Remy!" she cried, rushing forward. "Mama!" Remy jumped into her arms, tail swishing with joy. Ruby stood back, watching the reunion with a warm smile. "Goodbyes and fireflies." As the forest lit up with twinkling fireflies, Remy turned to Ruby. "Thank you, Officer Ruby. You're the nicest bunny ever." Ruby knelt and gave him a soft hug. "And you're one of the bravest raccoons I've ever met." Remy looked back as he and his mother walked away through the trees. "Will I see you again?" "You will," Ruby called after him. "Just follow the sound of kindness." And as the stars glittered above Whistlewood, Ruby turned back toward the town, her heart full, her ears perked, and her badge glowing in the moonlight. The end.